Hey everybody, this is Dr. J and Kamal streaming live coast to coast and across the globe. Today was a little bit better than the previous day and all of last week for that matter, except for one day last week where the Fed met and we had jubilation. But that didn't last for long. So we'll take this mediocre type Tuesday and be happy. Well, even though my disaster stock of the day occurred, namely NWBO, when the results came in and I saw the slide presentation, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. So it was about $1.31. I held, and I said I got to evaluate this. So I'm thinking, it's really good compared to an external control group, standard of care, whatever. But it's not so good. In fact, it's bad according to against placebo. So it was making me a little crazy. And then the tail, those who survived 5 years or more, it seemed like it was a very good result. So I mean, there was all kinds of data running through my head, and I said, I can't figure this one out. So I sent a text to my daughter who reads these phase 3 studies all day long. So I asked her, especially in biotech, that's what she does. So I asked her for her opinion, and she was not familiar with the company, but she said also it was hard to say from the slide presentation. It wasn't clear to her. So I just got out. But I'm not sure I did the right thing, but I got out around $1, so I guess I did the right thing. It still is upsetting considering if I had the wisdom of my colleague Kamal, I would have been twice as rich than I am today on that one. NWBO, Kamal, you got out right at the top. Very good.
I got out at $1.82 last week.
I thought you said $1.96.
No, I got like
$1.90.
half of it $1.80 and half of it like $1.90 something. It was like in the average $1.80 something.
Whatever it is, it's a lot better than what I did.
Yeah, I made about like 80% or so.
And indubitably did the same thing as me. I didn't average down, but that was not bad if he got it at 38 cents because I saw it really dip at one point. But I'm out of Nubo, and hey, Arjun is here.
Hey.
Arjun, after your bachelor party, are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, I slept about 13 hours last night and drank some water.
Over?
I was, but now I'm good.
Can we see some pictures?
I indubitably bought more Athesis. I bought a lot more
No pictures.
Because I took almost every dime that I had on the sell on Nubo, Northwest buyout, and bought more Athesis. So I'm really into Athesis now.
Yeah, the pre-data.
You're going to be on the board of directors soon with all these shares, Dr. J.
Yeah,
they should make me a member of the board of directors, definitely.
Right, maybe the head of them.
Maybe. I mean, something has to work. I keep tweeting that out. Something has to work. Professor Omar went into Athesis because I got him crazy. So he got in a little lower, so he's probably happy so far.
Yeah, I'm still in. I haven't sold any yet.
No, the day of reckoning is coming, just like the day of reckoning came today. What a disaster for Northwest Bio.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure that it's really a disaster, the results. It's just that Wall Street says it was. So
it wasn't straightforward. It was not hard, it was not an easy.
It wasn't an easy read. I couldn't.
That's what
I read the slides 5 times and I'm scratching my head. I didn't. So what the hell, is it good or is it bad?
Yeah, sometimes bios are just about the narrative, and it's like I couldn't read it either. I was just looking at it.
I've been part of those reports a while ago, and what happens is that multiple writers write those reports, and everybody's responsible for a section, and that's why you find the way they write the narrative of each section is very different from one section to the other because it's different writers.
Yeah,
I see.
Well, also, the Adam Feuerstein came in with the death signal. He said it's over. Placebo is better than the drug, and forget it. And then the other guy, Smith for Stocks by Smith or something like that, gave it a very positive spin. So, it depends. It's really tough one to look at and say definitively one way or the other. It's mixed interpretation.
Yeah. Oh man, this market. Why won't it just go up?
Buy XBI. I would rather pick and choose. Maybe you can do better than just buying XBI.
Yeah, I think so too.
A good stop loss. The stop loss is unnecessary. It'll just go to zero immediately if multi-stem is no good. So the stop loss is not necessary. If you're in it for the data, you're either going to be crying or you'll be jumping up and down with joy. There's no in between.
You're not going to be fast enough to offload.
Yeah, $5 or zero.
Pretty much.
And we're talking about $69 or zero.
I mean, the only thing they got left, if IS fails, the only thing they got left really is the odds drug, and every other company has failed with stem cells for odds. So why would they succeed?
Yeah, ischemic stroke or bust. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a lot of NWBO holders for years on this stock. Like I'm holding Athesis, and I really feel bad for them today. I mean, what can I say, But like Jiggly says, he has his own donkeys to worry about.
If everybody has a closet full of skeletons, I guess, with some skeletons, I guess.
I don't think it ever hit 215, Jiggly. I don't think it broke 2, did it? $1.99 was the highest I've seen it.
No, it went above 2. It was yesterday.
Oh, it was 215?
It was. I think it spiked to that level at some point.
Wow! If only I would have seen that, I might have taken some off the table. Might have. 100% retest at 38-cent level. Is it worth getting in? Was this a short attack? Jiggly, that's $1 million question. It's so confusing. Yeah, should have, would have, could have. This is another should have, would have, could have.
Yeah.
Tim. How many shares of Athesis did you add today? Yeah, at Jiggly. Any updates on Jake? Jake, I haven't spoken to him lately. I know since he was in Poland, I'm not sure if he's still there or not.
Wonder if he's just shorting everything. He's retired.
Well, I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, I'd like him to come on.
Jiggly's waiting for the reverse split and dilution. Then he'll take a decent size position. By that time, it's not worth taking a decent size, any size position.
Yeah,
if that happens.
This is the first and last time I'm ever buying Athesis.
Yeah, I think that's wise. I mean, the next thing you should be doing is selling it one way or the other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have a small position. I just want to be part of the team. That's all. Yeah,
I mean, soon he'll be eating cat food. That's better. Is that better than dog food, or I'm not sure.
Yeah.
CPI print tomorrow.
Yes. Oh God, the market.
What do you think the CPI print will be? Under 8?
I think this is going to be the first one that isn't well above or above. I think the market needs an excuse to go up. I think this is it.
You want to see a 7 print?
7.8. Let's call it 7.8.
Okay.
We just literally made that up, but just anything under what's expected.
I would like a 7 print.
Yeah. I do think, I mean, we've been saying this for weeks now, but I think we're at a bottom. We have to be.
Well, if we're not, Kamal...
we are at the bottom of this stage.
We're at this.
We're like at the base.
If we go any lower, we're all going right to hell, I think.
Exactly. Right. God have mercy then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
have no
must say,
cash.
I'm hurting a lot, honestly. I've lost tons of money, but I'm
Yeah.
still holding. I'm still holding. I mean, I'm not selling.
This is a typical though. Only really smart people like Arjun didn't lose too much.
Yeah, but now I'm all in.
Well,
But I haven't lost huge yet, but I'm losing. I'm losing slowly.
we're talking about VBIV here. You have anything to add about VBIV?
Yeah,
I
Arjun,
honestly
that's your baby.
I honestly stopped tracking it a little while ago because I realized the management, they just blew it. They had all these opportunities. The science is on their side. They have, I think, they just don't know how to communicate anything or capitalize on anything. Their last hope is like getting bought, and I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I still have a little, but I don't. I'm expecting that to just bleed.
Cat food isn't bad. It's like tuna fish, right?
Ugh.
Which one? Referring to what?
I've been hearing rumblings that this China lockdown is ending. I haven't heard about the war in weeks, so I have no idea what's going on there. But it seems like we're like when I'm looking at that fear and greed index, you know, the one that they track, it's at peak fear right now, which is another reason why I think we got to go up. And then it's also the VIX is in my shorting range right now, so I bought some few puts on it.
Oh, good. Hopefully, market will zoom for you.
But
I also noticed that the gas prices spiked today. I saw $4.75 here in Long Island.
Wow.
it's at a yearly high right now. Yeah,
I better buy that electric car.
yeah. I was
And
the
also
California pumps are near $6.
98% of the time, huh, Jiggly? I don't know about that percent, but fine.
Yeah, I mean I guess when I'm saying I think we're close to a bottom, I agree with Kamal. I think it's a relative bottom. I think we're in a sell the rip territory still. It's unfortunate. But
I'm banking on Ephesus hitting like $100 a share.
Dan is dubious. Dan is dubious about the comparisons on NWBO. I'm somewhat dubious. That's why I sold everything at $1. I wanted it to be good, and therefore it colored my perspective a little bit when I saw the slides. But I knew deep down that probably I should sell, so I did. Should have sold earlier, but I couldn't come to grips with reality. You know, I just at $1.35, I had every opportunity to sell. Couldn't come to grips.
Yeah, whoever proofread that report didn't do a good job.
I would have come out as still a very big winner at $1.35, but I just didn't pull the trigger. I don't know. Is that true that Japanese patients have different genetics and age of stroke when it comes to ischemic stroke? Their ages that they get strokes are different. I don't know. Maybe.
No, I do believe in that. I do believe that I read something about this years ago that Japanese eat a lot of seafood and whatnot, and their health is a lot better.
Yeah, maybe they get strokes later in life than we do.
yeah, there's some island off the coast of Japan where the average lifespan is something like high 80s. It's outrageous.
What about the one that we own? The military base, the Marines are on it. What's the name of that one? I forgot. Japanese one. That one people live to a long lifespan as well. It escapes me. I'll remember it as soon as the show is over.
Until they brought in McDonald's and Burger Kings, right?
Space. I'm scared of everything right now, Tim. Not just small cap biotechs, but everything.
Is it the
Can we
Kuril Islands? Kuril Islands?
No.
Senkaku Islands?
No. The ones that the Marines have a base on. What's the difference? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
Can we go over the SPY so we can see what the market is doing in general?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's not looking too good.
Let's take a look. I was looking at the close. The spiders were up 0.25% or 10 points. The Dow was down 0.25% or 85 points. NASDAQ up a full percent or 114 points. Whoopee. The Russell flat, crude oil back down below $1. Maybe those high prices will start coming down at the pump. And gold was down 1%, silver down 2.7%. Both have been not doing well lately. 10-year bond continues to slide back below 3. That's good. US dollar, Japanese yen is amazing. Bitcoin continues to slump down to 30,460 or 2.5%.
Crypto looks really bad right now.
Real. To me, this looks like the bottom on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at it at that time, because I drew the line right underneath where we closed the other day. This 700 points should what is it? 700 points or 400 points? It changed on me. Weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep calling the bottom. I really think that we're very close. I mean, Sure, whatever. 20% correction SPY. If that's the bottom, fine. I just think that we're near it.
Well, Mike Wilson, from Morgan Stanley, says minimum pain is 380. Minimum pain. 384 would be the 20% correction. And I charted this yesterday. It looks to me like 367 would be as low as I think it could go, or as low as I could tolerate it to go.
You want to take the comment off the screen real quick?
Yeah, remove the banner.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, the weekly, I mean, needs that red line. I don't know what that is, but
this red line here is the 100.
100 week. It already filled that gap. That was the 400.
Yeah. We drew that in here. That's this line here. And that's where it closed, right at that gap today. So this looks like a good stopping point. 384, I drew it in. It's right there. And here's my 367.72 that I think looks like strong support. So in order for Mike Wilson and I both to be right, it would close, the bottom would fall somewhere between 380 and 367. I'm not saying we have to get there. Maybe we saw the bottom. I've been saying that every day, but they don't blow whistles or ring bells when we hit the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we saw the bottom today, and the close right at this gap fill is encouraging. The gap fill would be close of 390, 400 basically. 400.
So we definitely closed that gap. I mean, that gap is definitely
basically, but it basically closed at the 400, at around 400, 399.09, close enough. So I like the finish. It bounced off. It bounced nicely at the end, but we need continuation tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of support near 380, 384. I mean, that's if it breaks that, then yeah, I think 367 And then if that goes, I just don't even want to look anymore. But yeah, I think we're very close.
That's exactly what we said yesterday. If it breaks 367, maybe we'll quit doing the show.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with. I mean, I'll just hold everything and just delete all the apps. And
yeah, it'd be too upsetting already if it goes below 367.
Yeah, because it's not like I have any cash to work with anyway. I'll just sell covered calls until I'm right and whatever.
Yeah, that's my.
Dr. J, I haven't seen this many red candles in a series since the past 2 years, right?
It's been a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then the good news is they're not in. Well, it's 6 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's hefty.
That's bad.
The daily is we had that one big green candle recently.
That to me was where I was like, I have no idea what's going on anymore. When we went from that back down, I just lost faith that I knew how to read this daily chart anymore.
Well, it was very tricky.
I haven't seen that big of a fake out. I don't know ever. I think that's the most confused.
That was a bull trap.
It was the biggest bull trap though that we've seen on the way down, I think, in a single day.
I can't grab this chart.
You might just want to refresh. Yeah, sometimes it gets all wonky. But yeah, I mean, that was really, really tricky, that candle. I mean, I see a lot of people calling for
click on the 1 month.
More downside, but I don't know. I think we're going to get a relief rally soon at the very least. Like, I don't think we're going to go much higher than 440 maybe or 435, but I think we can get near there at least.
I still think we can get all the way back to 360 and still go down after.
Oh my God.
You mean 460?
460. 460, and then go right back down to the lows that we just made. This is going to be a highly volatile market for a while.
Yeah.
The good news that we're looking for is China reopening, the war ending, COVID attenuating further, so that it's nothing more than a bad cold. Those are the kinds of news that headlines that would help.
Yeah, and then I mean the inflation stuff. I mean tomorrow I think give me even odds that the inflation numbers are better than expected. I personally think that starting tomorrow, the rest of the month will be quite good.
I don't know. If you throw out energy, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but
X energy, probably, yeah.
And if we look at the VIX, I mean, I think I can explain why I'm shorting it. It's the same thing I've been saying, but I like generally that we're making lower highs on the VIX. We can look at it later, but yeah, Bitcoin, oh God.
It's not that bad, this candle. I mean, it closed above the low of yesterday's candle.
Yeah.
And it actually is green, even though we're down on the day. How could that be? That's a weird thing. It says we're down 362, but we closed yesterday at 30,296, which would mean we'd be up. Is there another candle to the right of this? No. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, might want to zoom out. I don't really know the significance of 30K. I don't know.
Let's look at the weekly.
Yeah, I don't know where support is here. Looks like it's got to be here, or it's not gonna, or we're not gonna like where it is.
No, there's support right here.
Right. If it's got to come into play here, or we're not gonna like.
Strong support, very strong support. That's what we were saying yesterday. We're right at support, 34,650.
Mm-hmm.
No, 20, high 28s, high 28.
28,900 is support.
Yeah.
We're very close to the strong area of support. Just like we were saying, if it goes below this line, we don't want to talk about it anymore. because it's bad, really bad. If Bitcoin breaks that mark, 28.6 or something like that, it's not good. So we're going to assume this is a buying opportunity for Bitcoin.
Right.
For our own sanity, if nothing else.
I mean, just like the way I'm looking at this, like individual stocks have been in a bear market for the whole year, basically. Like, I just don't see how we can go that much lower easily. I mean, it would take a lot of selling, but who knows?
Athesis chart is looking hopeful.
It's a good chart.
This is the weekly. So we're coming up to a little resistance at the 50-week moving average, or 20-week moving average. That would be the 20-week. Still.
I'm gonna start trimming tomorrow. I mean, I'm basically gonna take my cost basis out and just ride the rest. Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't deal with.
Nothing seems to be working lately. In biotech, everything is turning to dreck. Every drug we look at is failing lately.
I mean, I'm up 30% on this, and I don't want to lose that.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Seems like anytime you don't take profits, you're sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
But to not be in it for the data is also difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be in it, but it'll be pure profit that's in it. I don't want to.
The risk reward is so great. You're looking at probably $5 versus a dime or something like that.
Yeah, I'll just try to use this to pay for the bachelor party, and that's it.
You had to pay for your own bachelor party?
I had to pay for a portion of it. I got some friends that aren't doing too well financially. So
okay, well, probably playing the market. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Did you have there?
Huh?
Did you have strippers there?
No.
Amazon actually had an up day. Let's go to the daily.
This chart is
an
so bad. This is just, oh my God. This and Google, I just don't understand.
It has a solid red candle, but we're up slightly from the close yesterday. Should we celebrate this wonderful candle?
Is that considered consolidation?
It's considered yuck because we made another lower low than yesterday. We made a lower high than yesterday. We happened to close slightly above the close of yesterday. Big deal. Amazon is giving us little to rejoice over. Let's look at Apple, number one on the hit parade.
I'd like you to check Sava today as well, if you could.
Apple's been wonderful.
Apple has been one of the best performers of big tech, of the Qs. Relative.
I think it's in the S&P.
It's heavily weighted in the S&P.
Yeah.
It's the better of the worst.
It's heavily weighted in the Qs. It's heavily weighted, and it's and despite the fact that it held up relatively well. Let's see, it was a high of 180, a low of 151, 30 points off of 180. It's less than 20%. Can't say the same for Amazon, which is in bear market territory. Let's look at Google.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call the bottom on Apple here. I'm just gonna call bottoms all show.
Oh, I agree. Look. I mean, we're right above support from March 15th at 150.38. So we stopped at a good place.
Yeah, I think it's gonna recapture the 200 this week, and then it'll go back to all-time highs.
Well, if you're calling the low on Apple, you're probably also calling the low on the market.
Yep. I'll call the low here too. Looks like a nice low.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to Amazon's candle, but a little better. Because despite it being nicely above 1.67%, 37 points, It still was red on the day, so it ended the day yuckier than it started the day.
Yeah.
I'd like to see some solid green. That would be nice for Google. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we get a good print on CPI. A lot of maybes, you know. That's all we have going for us lately. A lot of maybes. I added some Microsoft today. I added some Google also. I didn't add Amazon today. I took a day off. But I think Microsoft also not terrible off the highs. What 315 was the highs. The low was 263. That would be 40 and 12, about 52 points, something like that. 52 points from 315. It's still not bear market territory, 17%, something like that. So we're not in bear market territory on the Apple, Microsoft. I don't remember if we looked at Google for that, but the spiders as well. Look, I think the top two holdings in SPY is probably Apple and Microsoft.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
They're probably between the two of them about 8%, 9% of the spiders. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I know you got Amazon in that group, and you have Tesla maybe fourth or fifth, and
Yeah.
Meta is in that group somewhere.
Yeah, basically Tesla replaced Netflix and in the fangs.
Yeah.
Netflix is just a disaster.
But also in the S&P, in the spider weighting, I think Tesla's weighted fifth.
Yeah.
I think. I looked a while ago. Maybe it's different now, but somewhere around there.
Could you check on Sava?
Sava? No, yeah, Sava.
So the only thing I'm doing well on is just collecting dividends from these shipping plays. Otherwise, everything's just crap.
Well, the shipping plays also gave back some.
They gave back a bit, but they made a higher low. And I mean, I think everything's just subject to fail at this point.
Sava's okay as long as it doesn't go below its recent low. So, no. If it holds this level of about $18, we're okay. Got to hold that $18 area. We're at support. We're trading just above support. The low of the day was pretty close to that. The low of the day was 1830. So we're looking at a low of 1807 as support. Almost hit that low. We're at support. Good time to buy if you think the market is turning around.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how about we did Apple, Amazon, we did Microsoft, we did Google, Tesla. That'll round out the top five, I think. And the spiders. I added some Tesla today also. I went for quality today, but Tesla is flirting with made a new low today, and it's flirting with some key levels. The key level it's flirting with is 756. We're still above it, but if we break that level, it's, I think, trouble. So we're at key levels for all these stocks. And look at the way it's exactly the midpoint of that big green candle.
Yeah.
752 it looks like a solid support for Tesla. Might get down there, with a little further weakness. I don't know. If we don't get a strong print tomorrow on CPI, it'll probably test these levels.
Yeah, and we're gonna know before market, so that at least.
Look at GSL.
Yeah, I actually have added a little bit more to this with the cash I have left because their earnings Monday were better than I expected. Actually, they raised their dividend. They also started a new share buyback program. They had already been buying their shares back, but now they're authorized to buy even more, raise the dividend, earnings beat. They're subject to the broader market like everything else, but I think it's going to consolidate here, and I think we're going to see yearly highs before the year's over.
We have a buffer of support between 250 and basically the low of today's candle, about 21. So $20.50 to $21 at 50-cent area is strong support for this one.
Yeah. I mean, when China reopens, these are going to react stronger than other stocks, because when it closed, this reacted harder down than other stocks.
Somebody wanted space. Do you still own space? Come on.
I do.
Suffering with this
heavily.
I mean, this might be an all-time low for space. I'm not sure. It looks pretty incredibly cheap.
Yes.
Jeez.
It's hurting me a lot. And Tandem, I would like you, if you have a minute, to check Tandem.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a multi-year low probably, for maybe an all-time low. It was a SPAC at 10, right? Probably an all-time low. How low can it go? That's the question. I don't know. It's not going to go to zero though. So at some point, it's going to be a wonderful buy.
Yes, I think it is now.
Maybe, you start nibbling. Start nibbling. Don't go in for whole, with a tremendous purchase now. Nibble now, and if it goes down more, nibble again. I think you got to average in before when the bottom is not clear. You have to average in.
Yep.
Correct.
Take a little bit at a time. What else did you want me to look at?
Tandem.
Tandem.
I mean, that thing took a nosedive,
Wow, we're running behind, so we're going to have to end after this chart. $67 after hours. Holy mackerel! When it was trading at 120, who thought to 150? Who thought it would ever get down there again?
Yep, that's very disappointing.
Pretty incredible. And it's one of these things where there's no clear support.
Correct.
You already broke the 200, so you're looking at this area, maybe this area, right at the open of this.
That's, oh my God.
As the area of support, right about $50. Well, you could be a little more optimistic, I guess, and go back to these lows. Say 52 to 50 to $52 looks like strong support. And if not, then it's not worth anything, because you got this low at $43. If that's taken out, then the market is saying it's garbage. It's not worth anything. So $52 has to hold. You can't go lower than that, I think. All right, so that's it for today. I'm mildly optimistic that we might have seen a bottom. There's a lot of ifs in my mind, but I keep saying that we're close to the bottom, and they don't ring bells when you get to the bottom. But we'll see tomorrow if we get a nice green candle and a nice print on inflation would help. CPI 7, I say 7 even. What do you say, Kamal?
Same.
What do you say, Arjun? 7.8?
You're saying 7.0.
7.0.
Wow. I'm gonna go 7.5.
Excluding energy. What do they exclude? Food and energy normally?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7.5, and I think I'm being aggressive. So 7. Wow. I mean, if it's 7, market's gonna rally.
Yeah, I think it has the possibility of being 7.
If it's 7, I think then we can definitely see a sustained rally. Yeah.
I want to thank everyone for coming and having a lively conversation. That's Dan, Jiggly, Tim, Mop Bucket, indubitably, everybody. And thank you, Arjun and Kamal. We'll see you all mañana.
Take
All
care.
right, guys, hang in there.
As always,
Hang in
your own due diligence, our opinions are strictly owned and not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting, and please subscribe and share the link with your friends.